Please welcome Brenda Bryan.
See this spot right here? Getting to this spot has taken me 45 years. It's just the beginning of a dream that I want to live. Last night, me and my ego battled it out the whole night. And so to stand here, I would ask you for just one more place where I could get your support. So here's what I want from you. I just want you to say, oh, baby, baby, yes.
Oh, baby, baby, yes.
So here's the action that goes with that. Oh, baby, baby, yes.
Oh, baby, baby, yes.
Thank you. I run a program called Raise Your Voice. Thank you for raising yours. I woke up this morning saying, please, Spirit, guide me. Because every day of my life I've been guided, but not every day have I listened. And in that not listening, I managed to put myself in a struggle. Has any of you felt that before, where you've put yourself in a struggle because you weren't listening? Have any of you felt like you were hiding? Who's hiding? Yeah. And you showed up here because you know deep in your heart that there's something more important than hiding. That you have something that you need to do to support the healing and the wellness of this world we're in. As an activist, I didn't know how that was going to happen. But in my years of activity, I looked around and I went, something's missing. We were doing all the outer work, trying to change the political structure, trying to look at how all things were, but we weren't doing the inner work. The healing work that's required if we're really going to stand for ourselves. So I'm going to start with a story that started back in 1986. I was managing a community gay bar. And I'd get up in the morning, and I'd go into work, and I'd go into that stanky, smoke-filled bar, and I'd go up and I'd make a cup of coffee, and I'd put my shot of scotch in there, and I'd head back to my office. About the third year in of doing that, one day I poured that shot of scotch in there, and I went, this is wrong. And I went back to my office. And in that moment, I had such a visceral, powerful, emotional experience. I had managed to encase myself in an armoring of protection that was totally keeping me separate from the thing that I wanted. What did I want? Love. What did I want? To be a service to my community. What did I want? To connect. But in taking this job, I was void of course. And I knew that I had isolated myself off from the things that mattered to me most. I went, this has got to change. So that moment, I actually picked up the phone. I called the chair of the committee that hired me, and I said, I quit. And I've been on a journey ever since. And the journey has been to be transparent, to let the armoring down. And so I found myself wondering, what did I need to do to support my community in a more productive way. So when it comes to my deepest desire, I run a mastermind. And the reason I've chosen mastermind is because it's an opportunity to build a commitment to a group of people who will come together in love, in support, and hold a space for each other to actually take the risk to find our voice, to experiment with our voice, to try things on and go, that didn't work. To peel another layer off and become truer to ourselves still. It's a long journey to finding the true part of ourselves when we are in resistance to the guidance that's being given. And so raise your voice is an opportunity to step up, to step out, and to truly bring my heart's belief about the power that we have when we come together in love, when we come together with intention and commitment, that together, so much more is going to happen. There is a community that will nurture you and support you and love you and bring you to your best self by having your back in the right way. And one of those ways is to be brutally honest with, you're bullshitting me. Do you know you're bullshitting yourself? You have a great opportunity. Are you seeing it? You are wisdom walking on 2 feet. What are you going to do with that? It's my invitation to each one of you. You showed up in this room because some part of you knows that you need to raise your voice. I now am going to ask you to look at the next step for you. What do you need to do to go even higher in raising your voice? I would love it if you'd come to me and share with me what your next step is, and then see if there's some way that we together can raise our voice for the good of this planet. Thank you very much.